You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Here we go.
Wow, this is crazy.
This is sort of a bombshell because the Lions were really looking to take a step forward.
They're looking to kick some ass now, take names later, basically.
That's right. And he came back last season and was really flashing. And this is awful. He's out of Alabama. He went to Alabama. He was the guy that got hurt, I believe, during the national championship game?
Against Georgia,
Year before
last. I think it was the SEC championship. It was either that or the championship. It was the national championship game. It was the national championship game.
Was it the last year Mac Jones was there? Was that when he got hurt?
Bryce Young was under center when he got hurt.
Okay. I couldn't remember for sure. So NFL Florida, this is Florio, suspends Jameson Williams and others for violating the gambling policy. Via Ian Rappaport, a NFL media, the league has suspended multiple players for violating the rules regarding gambling, including most notably Lions receiver Jameson Williams. Williams is suspended for 6 games. Lions receiver Stanley Berryhill, 6 games. 3 other players have been suspended for at least 1 year, including Lions safety C.J. Moore, receiver Quintez Cephus, and Commanders DN Shaka Toney.
Wow.
The reasons the violations aren't clear at this point. Previously, the NFL has imposed a 1-year suspension for those who placed bets in violation of league policy. So the question I would have here is, why did Calvin Ridley get 1 year and Jameson Williams got 6 games? So this is ESPN, and they got some more specifics. The Lions became aware of the NFL's investigation about a month ago before the league reached a final decision. Quote, as a result of the NFL investigation, it came to our attention that a few of our players had violated the league's gambling policy. Lions general manager Brad Holmes said in a statement, these players exhibited decision-making that is not consistent with our organizational values and violates league rules. We have made the decision to part ways. Wow.
What?
Did they release Quintez and CJ? Yeah. Wow. So they cut CJ Moore and Quintez Cephus from the team. We are disappointed by the decision-making demonstrated by Stanley and Jameson, and will work with both players to ensure they understand the severity of these violations and have clarity on the league's rules moving forward. Separate from these punishments, several Lions staff members in various departments
got fired.
Were dismissed last month for violating the gambling policy, according to a source with ESPN. So the Lions this was like an organizational issue.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. The Commanders also released a statement saying they were made aware of Toney's suspension. We have cooperated fully with the NFL's investigation since receiving notice and support the league's findings and actions, the Commanders said. All further questions on the topic should be directed to the NFL League office. According to the league policy, NFL players and personnel cannot bet on NFL games, the draft, or any league-related activities under any circumstances. So maybe it's just the NFL that they have an issue with. Maybe they can bet on other sports. They also cannot place any...
because that reminds me of Miles Austin. Miles Austin got suspended because I believe he had bet on a NBA game or something like that. So like coaches and stuff, coaches can't bet on anything, I believe, but the players, I think they can.
They cannot. Oh, and it depends on where you're at. They cannot place any bets while at team facility or on any team-related travel. In other words, they cannot get on their phone when they're on a road trip and place a bet.
They can only do it pretty much at home. All correct. For team property.
Correct. Entering his second season, there was a lot of excitement around Williams. Yeah, it's a huge loss. who was limited to
Massive
6
loss.
games as a rookie after recovering from a torn ACL. He suffered during the college football playoff championship game while playing for Bama. The Lions traded up to get Williams at number 12 overall in the 2022 draft. He flashed glimpses of playmaking ability with the limited role, scoring a 41-yard touchdown against the Vikings on his lone reception. So he only caught one pass, and it was for a 41-yard touchdown. Williams
He's got some savage speed.
Oh, man, he's a burner. Williams recently attended throwing sessions in California with several teammates and Jared Goff. The punishment for Cephus, Moore, and Toney is similar to the Jacksonville Jaguars' Calvin Ridley. Ridley was suspended for the 2022 season and was just reinstated in March. So there was something, we don't know what it is, but there's something less egregious about what Jameson Williams did versus what Calvin Ridley did.
Yeah, we don't have all of these details yet. We
don't have the details, but that's absolutely crazy.
Yeah,
that came down. And Jameson Williams, I mean, this guy in freaking college, his last season, 79.
I thought Jerry Jeudy was quick, but he was quicker than him.
79 receptions, 1,572 yards, and 15 touchdowns his last season at Alabama. Wow. Yeah, he was a burner. I
thought Jerry Jeudy was quick, but he was quicker than him.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I do. I thought he was going to have a massive season for the Lions, and they're the up-and-coming team. Everybody thought, okay, the Lions are about to take that next massive step. Yikes.
And they're just the Lions at the end of the day.
I'll tell you something. I think Jeudy, if he stays in Denver, and I hope he does, he's going to have a monster season coming up this year.
Think about this. The Lions just did one of the most Lions things ever, which is get multiple people in the organization fired over a scandal and players suspended.
Yep.
No matter what Dan Campbell
tries. They released some players too.
Yeah, no matter what Dan Campbell does, it's some organizations, Arizona, Cleveland, Detroit, cannot get out. New York Jets, there I said it, cannot get out of their own way. It's crazy. It's nuts. And they were an exciting, fun team to watch. This wasn't the boring Lions at all. They were fun to watch.
I like Dan Campbell because he's politically incorrect as well.
You know, while we're talking about the Lions being fun to watch, in case anybody didn't notice, Jared Goff had a good year last year. I don't know if anybody caught that.
I remember his numbers. What was his numbers? I'm trying to think.
Jared Goff had a good year.
I'll tell you something about Detroit, right? There's an NFL UK group. It's basically adults only. Basically, you can say the fuck you want on there. And we met about 4 guys from Detroit and the surrounding area there. And you know what? Like I say, they talk about the Lions a lot and all that, but you know what? They're good guys. They're all conservative guys as well, like us.
Think about this. They keep talking about getting rid of Jared Goff. 28 years old, threw for over 4,000 yards, 29 touchdowns, and only 7 interceptions last year.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
That's play of quality play, that is. That's play of quality play, that is.
4,400 yards. Wow. Don't look now.
I like Dan Campbell.
But
I'll tell you something about Dan Campbell, right? When he first got the job there, the intolerant left tried to cancel him straight away when he got the Detroit Lions job over one thing he said about 25, 30 years ago.
Oh, that's what the left does. They're going to go back in the past and they're going to
find something. Do you know what he said? He would say like he was at things at Texas A&M or something or that like, and he said, "Guys, I'm proud to play for a university where men date women and women date men." and the intolerant left got really upset about that.
It was problematic.
How is that controversial? How is that
It's just what
controversial?
normal people do. That's what normal people do.
You know,
Yeah.
Heterosexual relationships is still a thing.
Newsflash.
Yeah.
I'm married to a woman.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Me too.
Straight men.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.